Sunday coronavirus pandemic.
I am officially declaring a national emergency.
President Trump's announcement coming as cases soar.
We feel that we could have up to 100,000 people in Ohio right now who are carrying around the coronavirus.
This is going to be everywhere.
And experts warn we're not ready for the millions who may become infected.
The system is not really geared to what we need right now. It is a failing. I mean, let's admit it.
The president testing negative for the virus, hopeful the crisis will quickly pass.
Some of the doctors say it will wash through, it will flow through.
My guest this morning, Dr. Anthony Fauci, head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Republican Governor Mike DeWine of Ohio, and Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker of Illinois. Plus, how ready are we?
We're heading there almost inevitably to some sort of significant surge in demand on hospitals.
I'll talk to two experts about how prepared our healthcare system is for the coming spike in cases and whether our hospitals could become overrun with patients. And the great shutdown. France and Spain joined Italy with sweeping restrictions. Chaos at U.S. airports as travelers return from Europe. Schools closing, sports leagues canceled, theme parks going dark. Still, are we doing enough to slow the disease? Joining me for insight and analysis are Peter Baker, Chief White House Correspondent for the New York Times, NBC News Capitol Hill Correspondent Casey Hunt, David Brooks, columnist for the New York Times, and Yamiche Alcindor, White House Correspondent for PBS NewsHour. Welcome to Sunday and a special edition of Meet the Press.
From NBC News in Washington, the longest-running show in television history, this is a special edition of Meet the Press with Chuck Todd.
Good Sunday morning. America's recognition of the coronavirus crisis we now face seems to have grown about at the same pace the virus itself has spread, slowly at first, then exponentially. As of this morning, there were roughly 3,000 confirmed care system to be able to handle the coming surge in cases. And ultimately, are we doing enough right now to stop the epidemic? We do know this. Life in America is changing, at least for the time being. And sadly, things are likely to get worse. Joining me now is a very familiar face these days in this crisis. It's Dr. Anthony Fauci, the head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Dr. Fauci, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Good to be with you, Chuck.
Let me start with the testing issue, and I started with there because I feel as if we're on repeat. Right. Every week we're told, no, we're ramping up, and every week we don't ramp up.
Yeah.
Why should we believe that this is the week that this is going to work?
Yeah, Chuck, I think the reason is because we've really made somewhat of a sea change here. Before